This is going to be the only video that you need in 2026 to finally be profitable, to finally scale those accounts to that next level, and to finally get your trading accounts exactly where you've always dreamed of them being. Now, I've set up this 3-step trading system that is literally so simple to follow and is built in a way that it's gonna remove all your over trading. It's gonna remove all your overthinking, and it's gonna give you back that time freedom. You're not gonna need to sit on the charts all day long. But enough of all the boring talk. Let's just jump right into this, guys. Now, guys, the first step to our strategy is going to be our high time frame zones. Now, what do I mean by this? When we are trading, we're going to identify these supply and demand areas. So everybody who trades should understand uptrends and downtrends. And if you don't, quick recap is uptrends are essentially where the market is pushing higher highs and higher lows, right? And then obviously downtrends are when the markets are pushing lower lows and lower highs, just like this. Think of it like your bank account. If you got paid over here, but you have bills, it's going to go down, and then payday brings your balance back up, it goes back down. Same way here. Payday brings your balance up, you have bills, it goes down, payday brings your balance up, it goes back down. Very simple. Now, what we are trying to identify is on the higher time frames, such as the daily time frame, that's going to be the most important part for this, where our supply and demand levels are. Now, these supply and demand levels are going to be found when we have an uptrend shifting to a downtrend. So, same way we would have an uptrend moving like this with higher highs and higher lows. Once we break a higher low and now shift into lower highs and lower lows, we have this break of structure over here. Now, this is going to be the higher time frame skeleton. I want you guys to remember this pattern because it's going to repeat and it's going to be the most important thing across the strategy. So once we have that break of structure on that daily, what we want to do is mark out the highest candlestick in the move. Now, the highest candlestick might take up this much of the move. It might take up this much of the move, or it might even just take up this little bit right here. But what matters is the highest point before that break of structure, because that's where all the money is going to be resting at. And that's going to be the discount zone where price is going to pull back to for us to then get in. Now, we have the same thing for obviously the opposite move, which would be, let's say the market was creating lower lows and lower highs like this, right? It's moving in a downtrend fashion. The second we break above our previous lower high, now we're going to be moving in an uptrend. So then we're going to mark out our lowest candlestick just like this. And if I bring you guys to any charting example, let's just look over here. CAD JPY on the daily time frame, right? Here, you guys can see we're moving in an uptrend signaled by this low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low over here. So now we have broken past this level. And the only thing that I would now be doing is marking out the highest candlestick just like this. Now that right there, very simple, exactly how we mark out our high time frame zones. And now that's step one. And so now the second piece to our strategy is going to be our lower time frame confirmations. And the lower time frame confirmations are going to start to piece together the story. So what we want to see is now that our higher time frame has shifted direction, for example, just like this, how we would be going in a downtrend, then shifting to an uptrend. What we want to see is the lower time frames. And imagine I'm zooming in on this little part over here, and that this whole section to the left is showing us the daily time frame, right? Let's do this over here, mark this out and make this yellow. Now we're going to envision that this is the daily time frame. But then this area over here that's blue is going to be the hour one time frame. So when I zoom in on the chart, the hour one is still going to be moving in a downtrend, just like this. And what I want to identify is a way to see the market's shift structure now in that lower time frame. And that's why I told you guys, you have to remember that pattern. So over here, we just saw the markets go from this downtrend over here, shifting to this uptrend, and now they went in a downtrend again and shifted to an uptrend, but now on the lower time frame. Now, all of this has to be coupled in with our high time frame demand zone, which would be that level resting at the bottom over here. This is showing us the daily time frame. The daily time frame then goes on and breaks its structure over here, which makes us mark up the lowest candlestick over here. And when price is in that lower candlestick, we look for a lower time frame confirmation, which is going to be that same break of structure pattern. Now, we have one very simple trick that we have to abide by. You guys cannot break this part. I'm telling you, this is going to be the determining factor whether you are profitable or whether you are unprofitable when it comes to this strategy. And that's identifying the right lower time frame where our break of structure needs to happen on. Now, we're not here to guess. The markets always tell us a story. They like to show us their hand. You just have to pay attention. So one thing that we have to realize as traders is the markets aren't going to randomly reverse. They're not just going to come to this level for absolutely no reason and then push back up. And they're not going to come to this level here for no reason and push back up. So what we want to do is identify that lowest candlestick. Now we're going to go to it and we're going to draw all these horizontal lines on lower time frames. So same way that this is the lowest candlestick on the daily time frame, we're going to put a line and go to our hour 4. And now that's going to mean this is our hour 4 time frame lowest candlestick. We're going to come over here, do the same thing with the hour 1, with the minute 30, with the minute 15, all the way down to our minute 1. So the time frames that we need to keep in mind are always going to be the same. Daily, hour 4, minute 30, hour 1, minute 30, minute 15, minute 5, and minute 1. So now that we know which ones we're looking at, we have to identify how to spot them. So what you want to see on your chart is price trending the same way it's been doing here. And then when it touches that lower time frame, you're going to zoom in onto it. So in this case, let's say it's the 1 hour time frame. Now I can see this whole area here, and let's just make this area green now. So everything inside this green area is the 1 hour time frame. And so now I can see on the 1 hour time frame, my previous lower high is going to be this level over here. And so I need price to break above that in order for it to show me that the hour 1 is what we're playing off of. And so once I see that break of structure on the hour 1, I'm going to go ahead and mark that out. And then I'm going to mark out my new demand zone on the hour 1. And that's going to be the level that I'm looking to get in off of. So if I bring you guys to an actual charting example, let's look at this one over here. I'm going to start on my daily time frame. And you guys can see over here, we have a low, a high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and then price is now pulling back up into this area here. So if I mark this out, you guys can see obviously price has moved out of the zone. And this is actually a trade that I took myself and it absolutely crushed it on my account. But I didn't just get in because I had my daily candlestick marked out. Now I had to start marking up all of my lower time frame orders. So once I had that break of structure, what I did was I came to the hour 4 and I marked this like this. And I marked it out over here like this. Hour 4. Went down to my hour 1 and it's the same thing. And so now I'm on the hour 4. So what I would do is click over here with my horizontal line and then mark out hour 4. Then I would go down to my hour 1 time frame. And now that my hour 4 and my hour 1 are the same, I'm able to use both of these. So I will just go hour 4 / hour 1. Then I would go minute 30. Then I would go down again. It's the same thing on the minute 15. And then finally, we have a different one for the minute 5. So I'm going to go over here and mark out that this is the minute 5 as that's the highest one. Now I'm going to go back to my higher time frame and allow the charts to do their thing. So obviously price is now going. And this is where you as a trader, instead of sitting there all day long, are able to just set your alerts on your chart. So now all I would have to do here is right click this and then add an alert, or click over here and click that plus to add an alert for that area. So now I can step away from my charts, get on with my life, and then only come back when the chart's set up for this. And so now I let the charts do their thing. You guys can see absolutely nothing going on yet. A couple days pass by, charts are doing their own thing, and then finally they come all the way up. Now you can see it came in this area over here. And this is when we first touched it. So now in the hour 4, the hour 1, the minute 15, I'm just looking for that structure to shift. So here we can see price is starting to trend upwards. No breaks of structure towards the downside yet, right? Because if I look over here, low, high, small higher low, small higher high, small higher low. Everything is still channeling on upwards. And then finally we get a break of structure towards the downside here, where you guys can see all of this higher low over here gets clearly swept. Now, the important thing is to now place my sell over here and tuck my stops way above over there. Now, from this moment on, we have one more piece to the strategy. And that final piece of strategy is going to be our known target levels. Now, what do I mean by known target levels? A lot of traders get caught up in this whole idea that they have to milk the shit out of their trades and let them run all the way for 1,000 pips. But that's not true. And a lot of traders get caught up and end up targeting something that is way too far, way too unrealistic, and in the end, they lose money because of this. And this one simple trick right here is literally going to solve all of that. So when it comes to targeting known levels, all I mean is that if price were moving in a downtrend like this, and then now I've seen that break of structure over here, I've identified my zone, and now price pulls back to that level, All I know is that now price is moving bullish. It's no longer moving bearish. So we identified if it was in a downtrend, it would have a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low. But now we have a higher high. So I'm looking to get in on the higher low. And if this really is an uptrend, I know that price has to shoot a higher high. Now I don't need to figure out how far it's gonna go because now I'm leaving myself to unknown levels. I don't know what's beyond this level here. I don't know how far. It could come all the way up here, or it could literally just barely tap above it. And both of those are still considered bullish structure. So all I want to do is take it to the area where I know if price reaches this, I'm still bullish. So in this case, my known level would be this over here, as that would be my previous high. Simple to follow along, right? Now, let me show you guys just the bearish example. So if price were moving in an uptrend, right, we have a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and then eventually we have a lower low. Now we're going to go ahead and mark out our high time frame zone. We're going to refine it down. And when price finally pulls back into it, that's when we're going to identify our TP. I can't identify it here because obviously the markets could go like this and then continue further. So then that means that this would be my TP level. But the level that it finally falls from, I'm going to go ahead. And when I actually enter my trade, that's going to be my known level that I'm targeting. So now I know if I really am moving in a bearish trend, in a downtrend here, price would have to clear this level over here to then confirm that. So I would extend this to the low here, and that would be my take profit level. So going back to that last trade that we were on, I would go back to the daily time frame. And if I know that on the daily time frame, this was my low over here, or this was my low, then that's going to be my full target right there. And we would have that same exact thing on CAD JPY, where if we got in over here, our stops were tucked above here. Hey, I can see we had price shifting structure, and my true lower low is going to be all the way back here. Now that means that my structure is going to be valid all the way down there. Now I can see that previous low, if I want a safe target, is going to be right here for a 1 to 1.89. So guys, let's look over our actionable plan right now. What we want to do is identify our high time frame zone and couple it with a lower time frame confirmation. And from this level, we just want to target the known and the unknown levels. Make sure you guys have your trading plan written down next to you somewhere, and make sure you guys analyze this. And I want you guys to stick through this for at least 30 trades. And if after 30 trades of you guys truly doing this the right way, you're not profitable, I promise you guys, I will retire from trading. I will never take another trade ever again. That's how confident I am in this strategy. And one more thing before you guys go. I know that trading can get tough. I know sometimes your eyes can deceive you and you just wish that you had somebody right there over your shoulder to help you. Well, I'm not saying that I'm going to be there texting you every single day. And don't worry, I'm not here to sell you on anything, but I did create this free Telegram group where I send out all of my trading outlooks so you guys can see these exact setups and find out exactly how I'm taking them on a day-to-day basis. So that way, if you guys ever feel confused, if you're not sure if your markup is right, there's actually a really high chance that I probably did it myself. And you can check if your analysis aligns with mine, all found in this free Telegram. So before you guys leave this video, I'm gonna leave the link in the description to that. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll see you on the next video.